Once you learn how to speak to yourself correctly, you're going to see your reality completely transform. And today I'm going to give you the exact formula to start using your spoken word to change your life for the better today. Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything having to do with conscious creation, deep psychology, and how to change your life for the better. And if you're interested in taking your life to the next level, check out the link down in the description to the waitlist on my 3-month transformational coaching program. Clients have had amazing results and I can't wait for you to be next. Spots are opening very soon. Now, before we're actually able to get into how your words create your reality, I'm going to explain to you guys this model of how it is that we actually create the things that we want in our life. So down here is everything that you want. That's the relationship, that could be a house of your dreams, that could be the lifestyle of your dreams, it could be more money, better finances, expanding your business, whatever it is. This is what you want to make manifest. And these are the levels and how they play into each other to create this reality that you desire. So you can see here the level that is closest to the things that you have is actually action. So that's why, of course, if you change things in your life through action, such as changing your habits, doing different things, putting physical effort into something, that will change your life. But the amount of action you can take is actually limited by what you think and feel, and is also limited even above that by your awareness and your level of consciousness and the patterns you're actually able to notice of who you are being in your life and what is running subconsciously in your life overall. Now, I want to clear something up for you guys because there's so much information out there and everybody takes a different approach. But if you can understand this model, anyone you've ever heard talk about changing your life, self-actualization, personal development, even forms of psychology, conscious creation, law of attraction, manifesting, are talking about one of these sections of this inverted pyramid right here. So for example, action. Tony Robbins, if you're familiar with his model, it's take massive action. It's change things in your life. So by changing action, they're going to change the results. If you watch a lot of people who are just about affirm. So they're at the level of words, and words do influence. That is a level above. It's going to help you. If you look at people who focus on the thinking and the feeling cycle, even forms of psychology, that's going to help change that, which is going to change this as well. The further down we are here, we're going to be talking about more concrete ways and more tangible ways of changing our life. The more we go up here, it's going to get more cognitive and it's going to get more intangible, and it's going to get a little bit maybe more spiritual. Now, all these levels are very interesting and they all matter, but today we're focusing on this one, words. I'm going to explain to you how your words create your reality and why words are so important. Words are specifically interesting because they are the bridge between the internal and the external. They are the bridge between what is manifest and what is unmanifest. So for example, your awareness, your thinking and your feeling, that's all happening internally. Your actions and the things that you have, your circumstances, where you find yourself, that's all happening externally. And words are literally smack in the middle. Your words are the bridge between the internal and the external. You see, we all have an internal monologue that's running in our head constantly, day to day, telling us about ourselves, our lives, our circumstances, what we think and believe. And of course, we use our words externally in a very powerful way. When we declare, when we affirm, when we tell stories, when we have conversations, we can use our words to market, we can use our words to influence others and to influence ourselves. So in this way, words are so powerful because they are the first level of true manifestation. They are the first level of taking an idea, a belief, something within our mind, and bringing it out into the physical world, into the reality, where it could be changed, added to by other people, and grown. You can really think of your words as a seed that is planted in the reality and then has the ability to grow. Now, the idea that words create your reality is nothing new. This has been an idea through different kinds of spiritual circles, religions, across different civilizations for literally thousands of years. Even when we go back to the book of Genesis, which is the Judeo-Christian idea of how the world was created, it said that God spoke and he said, "Let there be light." He literally spoke creation into existence. So words are very powerful. We've known this for thousands of years. It is the bridge between the internal and the external, and that's why what you say really matters. Now we're going to go into the 4 ways that words are currently affecting your reality, affecting your life and what you have or don't have in your life, and how we can actually use these 4 different ways to get more of what you want into your life starting from today. So the first way is your inner monologue. As we were talking about, that is what you're saying to yourself on a daily basis. That's still words in the internal space. So you got to ask yourself, what am I saying to myself on a daily basis when it comes to myself, my self-concept? What am I saying about me at a fundamental level, who I think I am, what it is I think I can do, what it is that I think I can accomplish? That is going to impact your life greatly. The next is, what is your internal monologue about the things that are happening around you, about what other people are doing, how you think the world works, what do you think is going to happen for you? What is your inner monologue about the past, about your memories? And what is your inner monologue about the future and what you think is going to happen for you moving forward? So the first step is definitely mastering this inner monologue. Mastering the speech that you have with your own self internally is going to massively change your life. The second one is affirmations and declarations. These are statements that you can say out loud, either through your words spoken or through written. And this is going to start affirming into your life, planting those seeds that I talk about for the kind of life that you want to have. Now, by putting it out on paper, it now exists. Even if it's just, my business makes $20,000 a month or something like that, the minute you put it out on the paper, it now exists and it can be added to, it can grow. Affirmations, declarations, putting something out on the page, whether it's I make $20,000 a month in my business, I'm in an amazing relationship, whatever it is that you're creating, that is the seed that you're planting to build on that. And the minute that your subconscious mind sees something that you desire with the confirmation and the reality, it feeds back to your subconscious and it tells it, yes, we want to put more energy into this idea. This is the direction we're going. This is our intention. This is where our energy should be flowing moving forward. I always think of it like this. Having an idea or something in your head is the equivalent of having a zero. And the problem with having something mathematically that's a zero, it doesn't matter if you try to times it by 1, times 500, times 1,000, anything times zero is zero, okay? And keeping in your head is like that. The minute you make something a 1, the minute you start to funnel your energy into the reality in some way through your spoken word, through your written word, now it is at least a 1. Even if it's just a small seed, that can be multiplied through your energy. That could be multiplied by your effort and your attention. Okay, and so 1 times 100 is 100, 1 times 500 is 500, and you can keep that growing in your life for whatever it is you're trying to build. Now, number 3 are your stories. Now, stories are very interesting because stories are multiple ideas and beliefs that have been strung together over a timeline. You believe that there's a story of your past and that story is playing into your present and moving into your future. And you got to be really aware of the stories you're telling in your life. What are you saying about yourself? Are you the person whose business never works out? Are you the person who can never get past a certain amount in your business? Are you the person where you never have friends? Are you the person where nothing ever goes your way? What is the evidence you've been collecting in your life for that story? Changing your stories through your spoken word, through your written word, that could be scripting, that could be just being aware of what you say. That's going to massively change your life as well. The next one is pretty subtle. Most people forget about this, but this is your conversations with others. Conversations are extremely important. Understand that the power of the spoken word, what's so powerful about it is the minute it exists in reality, it can be interacted with. And the way that it is going to be interacted with is going to change the way that you perceive it and is either going to add to it or detract from it. So the kind of conversations that you choose to have with others is very important. Let's say on the topic of business. Let's say you're feeling pretty negative about your business. You go to your friend who you know is also pretty negative about business, and you start having a conversation about how the market is so hard, how starting a business is so difficult, how you're feeling so frustrated about getting to the next level. And you know that this person has more doubt and more fear and less belief in themselves and less belief in their abilities even than you do. So guess what? You put that seed out there and it multiplies in a negative way. And now it's going to seem even more true to you, even more real to you, even more solidified to you than if you just kept that negative idea to yourself and let it pass. And the contrary is also true. If you have a conversation with a friend who is very positive about business or someone who's already succeeded in the ways that you want to succeed, and you bring them your idea, they're going to tell you, go for it. That's a great idea. And that's just going to add to the seed that you're creating. So you have to be very careful with your conversations. Are they supporting your dreams and your goals, or actually are they detracting from them? Because the minute you put a seed out into the reality, you have to protect that seed as well, okay? So whatever you create with your word, you gotta remember you have to protect that word as well. So choose who you share your ideas with wisely. Make sure they're people who have already done the things you want to do or believe in the things that you're trying to do, not people who are skeptical, unsure, uncertain, in fear, in self-doubt. Because if they're trapped in that vibration, they will bring you down to that vibration as well. And now there's two things you need to avoid. So the first one we already talked about, that's confirming negative thoughts and stories and conversation with other people who are also equally negative. Definitely avoid that, guys. Be careful who you speak to. It's so important to be surrounded by like-minded people. That's why in my program, that's part of it, is that we create a community of like-minded people who are all growing together, all getting success, all sharing their wins. The second thing we definitely want to avoid is speaking positively and then negating it later throughout the same day, throughout the week, or kind of just flip-flopping on what it is you're trying to create. We can call this having a divided mind, having a divided energy. Okay, we need to stay really in one direction of what we're creating. If you're planting a seed with your words, if you're writing it down into your reality, don't just dig it up in the next moment. And on that point, we need to be in the dominant assumption of that which we're trying to create. So you can think of it like this. Every morning, it's like you get 100 energy dollars in your bank account. You start every day with $100. And it's your choice. Where do you want to place that energy? And what I see so many people doing is that they'll put 20%, $20 of their 100 energy dollars into positive ideas, into things that they want, and then they don't realize the whole rest of the day, or they're having negative conversations with people, or they're backtracking, backsliding into the old identity, the old way of thinking. And so $80 of their day is going to negate this $20 that they invested. So it is a relative based on the energy that you're investing. Your mind looks at where do you put your energy and attention, and it deems that thing important. So if you're putting more of your energy and attention into the things that aren't there, that you don't have, to the negative viewpoints, that is going to make it much harder. On the opposite though, if you put most of your energy into the positive, even if you have a little bit of negative, even if you're still working through some of your fears or doubts or beliefs, that is going to make a big impact in your life. That is going to be enough to push you into the dominant state, to have your desires start to fulfill and start becoming a reality in your life. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to check out this next video right here, and I will see you guys in the next video.